filming now. Do you want to just introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Adam. I'm 44 and still, I guess, currently homeless. Apart from having a beautiful partner who I can stay with, I have no address of my own.
Adam, what do you think are some big misconceptions about, like public misconceptions about homelessness?
One that everyone is scamming you. Like every homeless person is just out for money for drugs or alcohol. And half of them, like a lot of people know that half of them aren't homeless anyway. You're either a drug addict or an alcoholic or a loser, and no one's willing to give you the time to find out what your circumstances are. You're just immediately tarred with the same brush, and you're a blight. You're a blight on society, and people tell you that. They're quick to tell you, get off your ass and get a job. Okay, I'm the first one to get a job. Are you going to hire me when I've got nowhere to live? And when I'm going to rock up to work every day in the same clothes? No one will hire you. If you've got no residential address, no one will hire you. Unless you get cash in hand work, and that's rare these days. So, yeah, it's just immediately looked down on as the detritus of society, basically, for want of a better word. So, yeah. And unfortunately, yes, it's because it's been made more, and it's more in your face now. People tend to just want to dance around it, and just pretend it's not there, or you get pushed out. So you can't be around the city, unless you're getting hassled by the cops. Which is the last thing you need. You're just trying to survive. But the general consensus and the general feeling that you get from public who walk past you and see that you've got a swag and backpacks and whatever, their immediate look is to either ignore you completely, pretend you're just not there, or to just almost basically spit on you. You get your handful of people who genuinely give it crap, but otherwise, you're just the same as the next person.
I know you've got some thoughts on like sleeping rough versus transitional housing, crisis accommodation.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a bit?
Oh yeah, rooming houses have got to be one of the most disgustingly horrible. I'd rather sleep in a public toilet, to be honest. It doesn't cost you anything. It's probably cleaner. You've got more room. And sleeping on the street is 20 times more peaceful, believe it or not. And just it's easy to stay anonymous and to stay hidden and under the radar, and it's easy to find places that are quiet and warm and safe and but I have not been in a rooming house that I would consider fit to put a dog in. Before met my partner, the last one I was in Camberwell was as big as this room, had a bed and a couch in it, which were feral. Carpet was only halfway to the door, for $210 a week, with a kitchen where the stove didn't work, the oven didn't work, the fridges didn't work, washing machine didn't work. No wonder people don't want to spend. How can you justify spending $210 on a room, that's no bigger than a closet? Where it is who cares where it is? There should be a standard, and there's not, and it's just Yeah, it's easier to stay homeless.
What about the private rental market?
Yeah, forget about that. There's no way I'm on a pension. So like I get $800 a fortnight, and your rental capacity. So we found out through the Salvation Army. That's not a joke. Sorry. Is 55% of your income. Now, how the hell can I afford to pay 55% of $800 a fortnight, and they're not going to give me solely somewhere on my own, not on the money I get, not on my track record, because I have been blacklisted before through no fault of my own, and I've got no rental history that I can give them. I've got no references or anything that I can give them, and they're going to say, "What's your last address?" Exhibition Buildings, Melbourne. There's no way you can get a look in. No way. How can you? And yes, you've got your organisations that'll pay for your first couple of weeks' rent, and your bond and that, but that's a fight in itself. Trying to organise that, and you cannot. Someone who's led the life I've led, it's just not an option. And public housing, I've been on a priority list, on a disability pension, on a priority one, single male for 5 years, no chance.